again, it's Joey John Maguire. It's a beautiful sunny summer Saturday in Fulham Broadway. You should imagine plenty of people flocking to Brighton and Southampton and Eastbourne and everywhere on the south coast. I decided not to, thinking was it worth the queue in a car or a train or whatever, all the way there and all the way back. So here I am in the Broadway bar, which is one of my favourite local watering holes in Fulham Broadway. Turn right 100 yards from Fulham Broadway Underground Station. Wonderful pub on 4 levels, I believe. It's got a roof garden, members club, downstairs bar, and there's a bar out there's a little garden out the back actually for smokers. I no longer smoke. Anyway, lovely pub, good stuff. I'm about to recite my latest poem. It is the third poem actually on the latest disaster to happen in London, the Grenfell Tower in Shepherd's Bush, Kensington. It's called Seeking Resolution. It's about the events over the last 24 hours. The popular consensus being that the rogues gallery, those low-life members of society responsible for this tragic outrage, are brought to account and punished. So be it. And from this day forth, let it be our patient quest to see the truth outed. And let us all accept that patience is not something the mob is noted for. Rome wasn't built in a day, and nor was any tower block either. Anger and fury are understandable, powerful human reactions, often out of control. And who am I to say how much angst each individual holds? But of this I'm sure, mob rule is the quick route to more death and destruction. Controlled pressure being the answer, peaceful mass protest always trumping the evil of violent aggression. Time to step back from the abyss. A moment of reflection is needed, and a good night's sleep would certainly not go amiss. There has already been too much hurt, so why fuel the fire now extinguished by pouring petrol over its smouldering embers? Give those whose job it is to respond time to do just that, for they too may well be shocked and traumatized. Do not forget, most of them are innocents too, embroiled in this heinous disaster. Before we all start legging it up to Downing Street and braying on its door, or take to rioting in the streets, let us take time to heed with thought events to date and their consequences. And let us use common sense and reason to realize the more havoc created, the longer it will take for this tragedy to be resolved. Let he or she who has never made a mistake or fallen foul of their own personal greed stand up now and be seen, and make your present known. But think twice, because I'm prepared to bet good money that your finger-pointing accusations will see you standing on your own. Joey John Maguire's thoughts on events over the last 24 hours.